If you like this video, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell icon to get the latest updates.
CRM. So we need to understand what is there for CRM. Why should we be concerned about it? Again, another thing. So while we say it's a CRM solution, CRM stands for Customer Relationship Management. Customer Relationship Management. Now, what about this? What is there about this customer relationship management? And why should we be concerned about it? So as the name says, it's a customer in the relationship with the management. So let us see if today I'm selling off some product or service. What I need to take care of it is I should provide you with some good services so that you come back to me. Being an organization, it's a responsibility of every organization to keep on maintaining its customer base. Now, for example, if I have sold you some product for today, my task is yet not done. I need to serve you time and again so that, I need to help you with that everything that I can so that you come back to me again. Like, let me give you an example in this context. You have Apple, right? Apple companies, they manufacture phones, tablets, laptops and all. So if you have used ever an Apple product, you will know that what they do for 1 year, they have full replacement policy at the first place. Though their products are very good, really good, and even then if you're facing some difficulty, they'll immediately replace the product within a span of 1 year. Now, what is the good thing about them? With the help of this, the replacement policy that they have maintained such a good rapport with their customers that their customers, it is said that once you have used a product from Apple, you won't like anything else, right? So it is just like that. So your CRM should be that much strong that you don't move afterward from that organization to other. And it is very much important. If you see how 80% of the time your business will be brought by only those customers who have brought your product. And moreover, the word of mouth. So let's say today, if I have bought one product, I may probably be telling it to another 10 folks in my family. Let's say I bought this product from Apple and it is very good. It is really very good. I had never had this kind of user experience ever. And this happens. This happens with everyone, right? So the same thing is applicable for other organizations, products or services as well. So let us assume today you're taking training from Salesforce, and tomorrow, as a result of this training, if you like the training, you will come back to us. Maybe for upgrade in your career, or if not for upgrade, you may probably like to, while you are switching from one career to another, then you will come back to us probably. So there could be various reasons. It's not just about this. And maybe when when in your family someone is there and they want to progress further, you may ask them to come along. You may have a good training from here. You want to learn Hadoop tomorrow, you may come back to us. You want to learn about business processes, you may come back to us again. So whatever it is, we're just giving you certain examples. It's all about CRM. It's all about customer relationship management. So good CRM means maintaining the entire customer base that you have for now and getting in your customers, getting in new customers as well. To this entire CRM cycle, if I have to explain the CRM cycle in some few points, I would say the first step is customer acquisition. Then you have customer maintenance. Just a second. Customer acquisition, customer retention. Yeah, so customer acquisition, customer retention, and new customers. Expansion, rather I should write customer expansion. Customer expansion. Now let me explain this with another example. Now let us assume I have given you a customer acquisition and let me take an example which will explain everything. So let's assume you have to purchase some pair of shoes. You know that this you have to purchase from store XYZ. You know what's the way to this? You take your car and you start driving towards the shop. Now on the way to the shop, you find some hoardings placed on the way for this new shop which is recently opened. And you decide that let's have a look. What's wrong in having a look at that? So you go there, you stop there for a moment, you go into the shop, you start looking out for the things, and you find that there are some interesting products and some interesting offers on them as well. So you just feel that it will lower your burden on the pocket that you're going to purchase, and so you go ahead and you start purchasing the things from there. So you start analyzing the things as per your requirement, and you find a very good product for you, and you go ahead and you go for the billing of that product. Now, once you go for the billing, you have paid the bill. What has basically happened is this is customer acquisition. The very first step, customer acquisition, has already taken place. So you, being a customer, the shop, what they have done for you, they have acquired you as a new customer. And that's what is about customer acquisition. Being a company, you need to acquire new customers, providing them with the good products or services, and along with them, if you provide them some good offers, they are definitely coming back to you. So even if they are a loyal customer of some XYZ company, if there is some interesting product, they may come back to you. I'm not saying in every case they will come back to you. For example, if you're using some particular soap, you may probably never ever switch from one to other. So it depends. There are many factors there. But yes, you need to acquire new customers. For that, probably you may be giving them some complimentary offers or something. Right. So that's the first step. So the very first time when you paid the bill for your very first product, you were acquired by this shop as a customer. And that was the first step of this customer acquisition. Second step. The moment you paid the bill, this customer care center, the folk, he handled you with a card, and this was a loyalty card. He said, as a result of today's shopping, sir, you have already earned 15 points. And when you will gather 100 points, we will redeem it. And this every point of yours, it costs 2 rupees. Let's assume. I'm just giving you an example. Now this means 100 points, you'll be getting 200 cash back. Wow, such a great thing. You're getting money out of your own money. That's a very big thing. So you're very happy as a customer. You think that wow, this was such a wonderful offer. I got what I needed, even better than that, and I have also got some complimentary gifts. I got a cashback, and then I'm also getting on the top of it this loyalty points that I can redeem once I have these 100 points collected with me. So another great thing to be happy about. So very good. You went home, you told your wife, your family, everyone about this. But what the customer care center did actually, they retained you. How come? So you just think about this. In order to exhaust those 100 points, in order to get the cashback of for those 100 points and the 15 points that you have already earned, you will again go think like, okay, I just have to accumulate 85 points. Now this means that I'll probably have to visit this shop for another 3-4 times and I'll be able to accumulate those 85 points again. So such a wow thing. Now, if it is so, you may take your friends and family again to the shop in order to get those 100 points accumulated in your card, and by the purchase that you will make, you will be earning these 100 loyalty points. Now, just think of it. What you did, what the customer care center did, they're making you a repeated customer. They're making you a repeated customer by bringing you again to the shop through this loyalty card. And that's when this customer retention has taken place, right? So same thing. That's what is about customer retention. Another step. Now, you told your friends and family, everyone is interested in visiting this new shop. They go to the shop, and now your wife, she is very much interested in looking at some other products which are there, which are some leather bags. Now see what has happened. A transition from shoes to leather bags. And that's when first thing, your wife came there. So she's a new customer altogether. right? So there is customer expansion at the first place. Now this customer expansion, this happens through new customers plus through the old ones also. Now how? So there are two concepts here. There is a concept of upselling and there is a concept of cross-selling. Now what about this? So I said that you purchased for the first time a pair of shoes. Now the next time when you went there, you may purchase some leather wallet. So while you purchase this leather wallet, you purchase something else, and that's when it is said to be a cross-selling. Altogether a new product. So while you are purchasing a new product or service altogether, that's when it is cross-selling. While you wanted to purchase, let's assume a purse worth $1,000, but this customer care center person, he is very smart and he has convinced you for this that okay, so you're already purchasing this, but I do have a better product for you and this is just for $1,100. Now you may also think, okay, it's just a matter of 100 more, so why not go for the better one? So you purchase that. As a result, you purchases a higher cost product, higher cost value product. And this is what is about this upselling. So customer expansion is not just about adding new customers, but it is also about selling the customers with the new products, selling the same customer with the new product, or upholding the value of it, increasing the value of the things, right? So that is what is about this entire CRM system as well. So now you may have question, why and where does Salesforce comes into picture? Where is Salesforce here? When we understood the example, we are good to understand that what is acquisition, retention, and expansion. But where is Salesforce? So to understand this, come to Salesforce now. Let's think from the perspective of Salesforce. So you're talking about where Salesforce lies as a system here. So what happens? Let's think in one more, the same example one more time, but in a different perspective. Think in terms of this operation house, this operation store, the store itself. Now the store, they wanted to sell these shoes, and they thought that they'll be purchasing the shoes, they'll be selling off these shoes for which costed in some range. Now for this, what they did is that they had to first of all understand that what is the right place for them to sell off the product. But even before that, they had to find out what they want to sell, to whom they want to sell, what and whom. So what is that? What is the product or service that you want to sell, and to whom do you want to sell it? For example, I would have probably given you this example earlier as well. Same thing I had told you about Parle company. The Parle manufactures biscuits or cookies. And now they know very well what, so when Parle would have started the manufacture, they started with biscuits probably. So while they started, they would have thought that I want to cater to this particular segment. If you look at the range of products that Parle offers, it starts from 4 rupee product to 100 rupee or maybe 200 rupee product as well. So it depends what you want to sell. You need to decide what you want to sell and to whom you want to sell. What was this biscuits or cookies? And to whom? This means that what is the economic segment that you're catering to. So while I say Parle G, which is one of the biscuits or cookies that is manufactured by this company, that is for very low cost, very good in taste or nutrition value. Everything is good with it, but it is very low cost product. So it is for the lower segment of the society. They know their segmentation. So to whom means you should know who is your audience or who is your customer. So the point of segmentation should be there. Well, there are certain high-end cookies which are very costly and that is specifically meant for selling off to the premium customers. If you probably, I'm not sure whether you read it or not, but sometime before there was a survey that although Android has got a huge share over the market, but still the profit that is earned by Apple products, that is greater than Android. So if you see the iPhone versus Android, even though iPhone products are sold lesser in numbers, they hold a greater market share in terms of revenue. So why is that so? When Apple was asked about it, I mean, even if you think yourself also, you'll know the answer to it. They sell a very high-end, a very costly product, and which is not possible for a general segment to go ahead and purchase. In that context, they made the answer. They said even that we manufacture product only for the premium segment. So you see here, there is a tag of this premium thing already attached to it. So they already know whom they want to sell, right? Segmentation. Now, all said and done, we know what do we want to sell, any about any product or service that we want to sell, product or service that we want to sell. We know segmentation to whom we want to sell, but we should, I mean, this is about our segmentation. These are the kind of person that we are looking for. But who are they? Who are they? How do you get to know that who will be interested actually in buying your product? So to get this who, there is a process of campaign management in Salesforce. I mean, we are trying to understand the various terms now, how Salesforce comes into picture. So there is something called campaign management in Salesforce. Sorry, campaign management. Now, what is about this campaign management? As a process of this campaign management, you are able to find leads. Now, what are these leads about? These are all those who may or may not be interested in buying your product. May or may not. I mean, I'm adding both these. May not be interested in buying your product or service. Right? You're getting my point. What I want to tell you here is that, okay, we are talking about certain terms. So whenever we say product or service, in Salesforce, it essentially means, I mean, there is a specific term for it, that is product, right? So I do have a product. So I have a product that I want to sell off, but to whom I want to sell off, if I want to know this, I do have this process of campaign management. Now, when I run my product through this campaign management, I'll be acquiring a lot of leads. There are a lot of leads through which I can find out that whether I'll be getting a list of leads who may or may not be interested in buying my product. Once I know that these are my leads, I can go for the process of opportunity. I do have this opportunity management through which I can manage these opportunities. Once my opportunities are ready for to get me revenue, once they're ready to get me revenue, so an opportunity may be won or lost. First thing you need to understand, an opportunity can either be won or it can either be lost. Okay, so you can either win an opportunity or you lost it. So if you lost it, it means what? Zero revenue. Well, if you have won the opportunity, it means the revenue that you're earning here, and on the top of it, you will be getting here accounts and contacts. So what about these accounts and contacts? What are they? Accounts and contacts. So what about these accounts and contacts? You do have accounts and contacts. Accounts means, so let us assume you're dealing with a company. You're dealing with a specific company here. Let me add some bullets here so that it would be more and more clear. Okay. So so you are working with a company, and there are a lot of folks which are connected to them, and this company will be acting like an account to you, right? And all those folks who are connected to the company, all those individuals connected to the company for any reason, and individuals associated with the company, they're all your contacts, right? Now, one thing that you need to understand is that account may be an individual or for a business. Account could be for an individual or for a business. So we can say it's a person account or an individual account. So it could vary in different cases. So these are several things that we are getting out of it. Once we have got accounts and contacts, we can further go into the process of account management or contact management. right? So there are opportunities, and for them we have opportunity management, right? Management. So this is what you do have leads that you can run this campaign management to know who are the leads for you, to whom you may or may not sell your product. You may process this lead based on some lead score. You may have some questionnaire, some criteria. So for example, even when credit card company is called, they may say that, are you interested in taking the credit card? When you will say yes, they will process you. They'll ask you several questions like, what is your income? Do you hold any loans? Something. There are so many questions there. So what is that? That is nothing but the lead processing. And when they call you, that is nothing but the campaign management. So there is a campaign management that is happening, and this campaign management happens through various channels. So there are various channels through which these campaign management happens, like email, web, phone to call, and what happens in this case. The output of this process, that's nothing but the leads. As in case you say yes, you are now a lead for them. They will process you on the basis of lead management. That's what we call it, lead management. And this lead management fetches out the lead score for you. Lead management. So they'll follow you up, they'll ask you several questions, they'll ask you some documents, and as a result, they say that whether you are good enough to be processed as an opportunity or not. Once they're sure that you're good for an opportunity, they'll go into negotiation part with you. They'll discuss with you what opportunities they have, what is a good thing, what is a bad thing, what you need to do, you'll be getting out of it, all these things. And then an opportunity is either won or lost. So either you win an opportunity or you lose. If you win an opportunity, they were further converted to accounts and contacts that we talked about. And if you lose, there is zero revenue. Now opportunity pipeline is done. Again, for the products, well, you know that these are the products that you want to sell off. You won't be selling, of course, in only one place. You may be selling it off in different places, and that is when there is this concept of price book that comes into picture. What about this price book? It says that if you say I have to sell off some product, let's assume that I have to sell off a pen. Example. So I have to sell a pen. The actual cost of this pen, the cost price of the pen is, let's assume $100, 100 USD. Now, when I want to sell this pen in India, I may probably sell it for 110 USD. Let us assume. While if I want to sell it off in US, I may probably sell it for 150 USD because it involves some cost and all and whatever it is. So point is that there is a price book. There has to be a different price book that should be maintained for India and US. And that's what will be taken care by this price book. All these things, all these manipulations, all these things that are there for segmentation, campaign management, all these things will stay here. Now, let us assume in case you win the opportunity, it means you'll be selling off your product, right? And in case of product sell-off, you sell product sold. Let's assume you won the opportunity and the product is sold. Product sold. So if the product is sold, your task is yet not done. There is something called case management. Case management means every time you have some request for the for the company. Let's assume you're working with the laptop and you spill water over the laptop. Laptop is no more working, but you cannot fix the laptop by yourself. You need the help and assistance of the company, and that's where you will go back to the company and you'll tell them that this is what happened with me. Please help me. And how will they help you? That is through this case management. You will be again connecting them through various channels. There are various channels available to you. You'll be connecting them to that. They will revert. They will help you with what all the possible means that they can. And this is where this case management thing is going to appear. Right? So that is what, I mean, this is the perspective in which entire system can work for you. Now, there are various other things also, like the CRM system, the Salesforce, it will even tell you that what could this customer be interested in. It can analyze your patterns. It can see the various reports, chart, behavior pattern of yours. You know, Amazon, every time you visit some page on it, you visit some product on it, they know that these are the kind of things that you're looking out for. And from next time onward, they'll keep on sending you the notification for the similar things over there. Right, same things. Even CRM, this is again the feature of CRM only. You want to follow up with your client, CRM will remind you of it. There's various things. I mean, these are just few things that I have told you about. So this is where Salesforce comes into picture. right? So any questions, any doubts so far? Anything that's not clear? Anything that's not clear? Anything you're not able to understand? See, if you're not able to understand, please feel free to ask. That's very, very important if you're in my session. I always make sure that students are able to understand everything that they want to, right? Because it is for your convenience. The session is meant for your convenience. And you are supposed to understand each and everything. You have to appear for certification. I hope you are all aware of it, that you need to appear for a certification post this. Certification is not a mandatory thing actually, but I'm sure that everyone who is there in the session, they want to grab a job in Salesforce. And in order to grab a job in Salesforce, you will have to make sure that you have this certification. So, because every other candidate, I mean, you will be right away rejected. Your CV will not even be considered without certification, even though it is not essentially written anywhere. But yes, this is one of the criteria, because I even go for hiring by myself. I mean, I'm taking interviews for the candidates, and when I do that, this is one of the criteria that we are explicitly told out, that do not consider even the resumes that are that are not having the certification. So this is what you need to go for. But yes, the rote learning will not work in this case. You will have to understand the concepts thoroughly, and that's why you need it to be, be very, very sure that this is something. This is how it works. This is what is the process. Conceptual learning is very, very important, right? So can we go back to the Word page? Here only, right? Just a second. Yeah. On which topic is it about? ADM 201 enough to land in a job. Yes, ADM 201 is enough to land in a job. I mean, it will get you an admin job, administrator. And further on, depending on your project and requirement, you can do some other certifications based on your track. Like there could be a sales certification, there could be a service certification. So it depends on your organization requirement. But the ADM thing, that's a must. My organization, I mean, yes, we do hire like that, but it is for, as I told you, when it is at ADM, it's all about those who are going to work with configuration. So if we have requirement like that, we can even hire that. Okay. So any questions, anyone? Okay, what we will do in this case is I'll give you some time, because since it's a first session for you, it would be difficult to grab everything in one go. What I will do is this document, I'm going to upload it on your portal. You need to go through this. I'll be giving you 5 minutes for this. You just go through this entire document, look at everything. Let me know if there's something that is not clear. And post that, we will start creating the instance and some other things that you need to do, like installation and all, that I'll be telling you about. So let's do this first. Oh, I'm sorry. Day 1, Salesforce Cloud and CRM introduction. All right, so this is uploaded. Please have a look. we will resume in another 4 to 5 minutes. We won't take more than that. 4 to 5 minutes. Please go through that. And if there is any question, please feel free to ask. So let's have a break of 3-4 minutes. It's not break probably. It's just for you to go through your document so that if there is any question, we can take that. So since it's been theory so far, we'll go with the instance creation and all post break. So go through this. If there are any questions, please ask. We'll revert on afterwards. Thank you. Hello everyone. Am I audible? Can you send the link of the blog? Cannot hear anything. Okay, there is a question. Can you send the link of the blog? Can you send the link of the blog? The link of the blog will be sent to you by the support team itself. I mean, the blog is connected through your accounts, through your Google accounts. And one who is not having access to this, they won't be able to access it. And access itself is provided by the support team. I thought probably everyone in the session has already got the access. But even if you have not got it, don't worry, you'll be getting it by today, end of the day. So they will send you the links and access rights. Okay. So any questions, anyone? Anything that's not clear so far? Any questions, anyone? There's a question. What is the duration of this entire course? It's going to be probably somewhere around 50 hours something. 50, 50, 52, 54, something like this, in this range, 50, 52. So altogether there will be 26 sessions, 2 hours each. Approximately, I'm just giving you a rough estimation. It should ideally be between 24 to 26. So when we set up the Salesforce development environment, we are going to do it right away. We are going to do it now. So it means a month and a half, correct. It would probably end in first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. In third week of January, it will end in third week of January. So it's going to be 4 days a week, 2 hours per session. Altogether approximately 50 hours, 50, 52, depending on how it goes, how many questions are asked, how we are covering with the topics. We need to cover everything, so that's why. Any questions, anyone? Any other thing? Okay, so we are done. Let's proceed. We'll be now setting up of our Salesforce environment. So to set up the Salesforce environment, the very first thing that you're needed to do is to go to the developers.salesforce.com. I'm adding this link to the Word document as well. Now, one thing that you should understand here is that Salesforce, even though it means, even though admin means a lot of hands-on, a lot of things that are point and click, but while you're appearing for the certification, it's all about case studies. So there will be a lot of case studies. I mean, out of the 60 questions that are asked, you can easily expect that 40 out of them will be wholly based on case studies, will be solely based on case studies. Although, I mean, the questions remain the same, it's just that they are manipulated in terms of case studies. Right? So even though you are able to do the hands-on, but in order to clear the certification, you should be conceptually clear with why something is done and how, and not just with how something is done. How is everyone knows. What is to be done, how is to be done, everyone knows. But why it is done, what could be the possible best way of doing it, what are the limitations and all, that you all need to study from this Salesforce environment thing. Right? So let us move ahead. The very first thing that you need to do is to go to this developer.salesforce.com. Once you are here, so you need to navigate to this link, and from here you need to go to the sign up form. So once you're in this sign up form, you need to sign up for a lifetime free edition that you can work with. Even though it is having all the features, there are certain limitations to this. I will be discussing about this shortly. But first of all, get yourself registered. There is this name that you need to fill in, last name and an email ID. This email ID must be your working email ID. This is very much required. The moment you're done with this, you will be getting a role that is, you can select from here. You can add some company. It could be XYZ, PQR, anything. It's not required to be a correct company at all. You can add anything. Further, you can add your country and the postal code. So there's country, there's postal code, and there is this username. So add your username. Add your name @xyz.com. Now this is required to be in form of an email ID. It should not be a working email ID, that is not the condition. But yes, it must be in form of an email ID. And one more thing that you should know about is, since we are working on cloud platform, this username is supposed to be unique across the organizations. So if your username is repeated somewhere else, it won't accept it. Your username must be unique. You can use same email ID for registering multiple times, but your username must be unique across all the Salesforce organizations that it has. Right? So if it is been having 5,000 organizations, across all these 5,000 organizations, your username must be unique. Now, once you're done, agree to the terms and conditions and click on sign up. Now, once you're done even with this, you will be getting an email in your mailbox on your registered email ID. So the email that you will be getting, that would look something like this. So just let me know once you have got this email ID. Anyone who has received the email ID was filled the form. Okay, so once you have received the email ID, this email, you need to click on the link given over here. The moment you will click on the link, it will take you to Salesforce instance URL, wherein it will ask you 3 questions. First is add your password. Then it will ask you to confirm the password. You have to retype that same password. And finally, you have to add some security question. Now, for the security question is for the purpose that you need to, you need to get that whenever, if for some reason you're logged, you will have to get back your password, and for that they will ask you again the security question. So add some security question which you can remember. Now once you are done with all these things, you will be navigated to this Salesforce instance, which looks something like this. So I'm waiting here. I want your responses. Once you're done, please ping me or raise your hand. Let me know that you're done with this. Even if you are having some organization with you, I would request you to please recreate it. Reason being that you will have to do a lot of hands-on in my session. A lot of hands-on. I mean, so far we have not done that much in this session. We have not done anything so far, but yes, the Salesforce, it's all about hands-on. So a lot of hands-on is required, and I would like all of you to work in fresh instances, so that even if you would have done some setting or something, that would interfere with the new things, right? So for this reason, I would like all of you to participate and make sure that you do it with a fresh instance. So there, okay, Sagar has done it. Anyone else who has completed the process? Let me know once you're done. Rashman, they're also done. All right. So seems some of the candidates have done this. So if you're done, it's good. Please make sure you have definitely completed the process. It's important. Now, the next thing that I want you to know about is, are you people clear about the process? Any doubts, anything that you're not clear about? All right. So if you're clear about the process, let me tell you about a couple of other things. For example, one thing is about this plugin installation. So one thing is that you go to salesforce.com and you directly work from there. Another way is you have a force.com IDE plugin installed on your Eclipse editor. That's another way. So you have this link. I'm adding this link to your files. You don't need to do it right now. You won't be able to do this. This may take you some time. I'm telling you about the entire process that you need to do. So what you need to do with this is that there are certain browsers that are supported to do this. You have to have these operating systems first of all. Once you have that, you have to navigate to the Java runtime environment to get the. There is a question that I have already an old account. Can I use it? Yes, Islam, you can use it, but I would recommend a fresh one, because what happens is that there will be a lot of hands-on in our session. So if there is some previous setting that you would have already done, it might take you some time to switch back to the new one. So it's up to you if you want to continue with the same one, but I would recommend to do with a fresh one. You'll have everything collected at one place. So it's up to you. Whatever suits you, you can do accordingly. So once you have that, you have to install the Eclipse plugin IDE. When the one that you did, this is a SaaS layer of cloud. You didn't install anything, you just logged in. Now, from next time onwards, when you need to log into the Salesforce.com account, all you need to do is to log into login.salesforce.com. Let me add it here. So the account that you created right now. So if you want to log into this one, then this is your developer account to which you can log in with the help of www. Not even that. You can do https:// and it is login.salesforce.com. Right? So once you want to log in with that, you will go to the URL. You will give your username and password. Username should be the same one that you got right now, and the password the one that you created. So once you have this, you will be able to log in. And these things that we are talking about right now, this is nothing but the SaaS layer of cloud, software as a service. This is what we were talking about. Just like your Gmail, you navigate to a URL, you give your username and password, you're able to log in. Same thing here as well. To the Salesforce environment, in order to log in, you just need to give the username and the password. Now, once said and done, you have your username and password available to you. Just a second, let me open it. Yeah. So once that is done, you have to install this other thing that is about Force.com platform along with the plugin. How will this work? You have to first get Eclipse in your system. In order to get Eclipse, you should first have a JDK in your system. Now, JDK, you know that you can only download JDK with respect to your platform, whatever is yours. So you can find that there are different kind of JDKs or JREs available. You need to download the one that suits you, your environment. Like there could be one for Linux, Solaris, Windows, whatever is yours. You get that downloaded and installed in your system. Once you have installed the correct JDK here, you need to get correct Eclipse from this site. I'm using Eclipse Luna. Let me open this one. So this is the Eclipse organization. All these links are already provided over it. Sorry, I'm using Eclipse Neon. I have Eclipse Neon with me. You can even download this one. Not every Eclipse will work here. So even if you have some previous Eclipse available in your system, please check it. If the given Eclipse suits the support for Force.com IDE. Only 4.x or later, 4.5 or later, those can be used for this plugin. So be sure that you have the correct version of Eclipse. Eclipse Mars, I guess yes. Just check with whether it is 4.5 onwards or not. As far as I remember, yes it is. But even then, just cross check. Just for your purpose, just cross check. Once you have the proper Eclipse installation done at your end, what you need to do then is follow these steps that are given. I'll explain you in brief what is there. What you need to do is you go to your Eclipse and here you will find Windows. Sorry, you will find Help. Now in the Help, you have here Install New Software. You go to this and you will be taken to this window. Now here you have to add the plugin information. So you click on Add. You will add the plugin, that is Force.com IDE, and you will have to add the location. Now this will be a web location that is added here in form of a URL. If you please notice here in point number 3, you have a URL here. Use this media developer Force.com IDE Eclipse 42. Just copy this one, okay, and paste it here. Now once done, you can click on OK. And what it will do, it will find for this link. Once you have got them all, you can select both and you can move to next, right? It will calculate your environment dependencies and all. It will find that out. Once it has done through this, you only need to do next, 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 and next, right? So let it do. It might take some time. Okay, let it complete the process. It has hanged from my end. Okay, so once you have got this, you just need to do next and accept the terms and conditions for the license and then finish. Once you have finished, you will finish with the process. It will complete the installation and will restart your IDE. Since I've already done it, I'm closing it, but you need to complete the process. Now, once you have done even with that and the installation is done, you need to go to Windows and you need to open that perspective from here. So Windows, open perspective, others. In the others here, you will find Force.com. You click on the Force.com and you'll click on OK. So then it will switch to the Force.com perspective. By default, Java perspective will remain open in your system. It won't open Force.com. And if you want to open, you just have to follow the step that you need to go to Windows and then open perspective and then Force.com. Right? This is all that you need to do for this plugin installation. And this is your assignment for tomorrow. For your next session. This is what you need to do for your next session. You have to get this Eclipse installation in your system. Right? you have to create an online password, you have to set up the Salesforce environment for yourself and get it ready for your next session.
Thank you for attending the session. I hope you all enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Also, feel free to ask your questions in the comment section below, and we will reply to them at the earliest.